So my mom goes, "Hey girl, I got some books for you. I put them on the porch. You can get them when you're ready." I'm like, "What?" Hey, I'm Sabrina. Welcome to my channel, The Simple Happy Life, where I share about our homeschool, organization tips, and what we're up to. So when I go outside and see these books, I'm like, okay, yes. Why am I like, okay, yes? Because I was praying for the direction in which we should go this homeschool year as far as our topic of study. The boys had mentioned wanting to do US history, but I was thinking we were going to go in a totally different direction with a totally different curriculum and had already started down that route, but things weren't sitting right. I felt frustrated. I wasn't excited about it. And I was like, you know what? It's not about that. Move forward, make decisions, be decisive. But it wasn't working. And when she put this on the porch and they had mentioned that they wanted to study US history, I was like, yeah, okay. My mother-in-law calls them God winks. And this was a God wink that this is the direction that we should be going in our homeschool this year. So um I'm super excited to jump into US history with my kids. We haven't really, we did a little bit in our Moving Beyond the Page unit studies last year, and they were excited when we were learning about the election and things like that. So I think that excitement will carry over. I just needed things to be a little different this year, and I'm going to flip through these books that I just opened. And so I haven't gotten a chance to look through them yet. But I'm excited to. Hopefully, I won't get too distracted, but I'm just going to kind of chit chat while I flip through the books and let you guys see them as well. But before we jump into this US history study this year, we are going to explore Africa a bit. Now, I feel like we've done a pretty good job of teaching our boys about the contributions of people of African ancestry throughout history. They have a totally different experience, I feel, and outlook on being Black, on learning about Black history than my husband and I did in school. And I am happy to be able to say that. So I feel confident that they're ready for this. I just want to give us some extra, I don't know how to describe it. I feel like I don't have to say it. I feel like I don't have to say it. I feel like you can get it. Like I just want to give us a little bit more of that extra dose of that goodness before we jump into such a hard history. And so for us, so Amazing Africa. If you guys know about Amber over at the Heritage Mom blog, she has these heritage packs. I want to say this is maybe $12 or something like that. And it's a 36-week study, but we're going to be doing it in a short amount of time. We're going to be doing it over 6 weeks, end of July and all of August. We'll be doing this unit along with writing and math. So that'll be our focus. So it won't be too overwhelming for us. She has it broken down, by the week. And so you can go in and see what you need to do, what books you need to have. And so I'm really excited about this. This study has been printed out and just chilling in this book. I already have the stuff on the cart for this. If you saw my last video, you saw my curriculum cart organization, and this was one of the books I showed in the video. But it is absolutely beautiful inside. And I was happy that it was included in the study. So some of the other books that you might, or that you'll need, I think this is an option of one of the read alouds, and then this one and this one, and the other is just from the library for this unit because we're going to do it in such a short amount of time that I'll be able to get the books, and then I can just renew them and not have to play and dance with the library. That's not what I'm trying to do. So for the other books for our school year, I did purchase those. And so I'm going to give you a look inside of those now, but this is what we are starting with. And I'm very, very, very excited about that. Now, for our school year, we're going to be studying US history up into the 1850s. And so I've definitely become a Heritage Mom blog fangirl. Last year, I did a call with some new homeschool moms And I mean, I'm still a new homeschool mom. We're going into our 4th year, but just, wanted to be able to offer some encouragement. I heard her name brought up a few times, Amber at the Heritage Mom blog, and I was like, let me go check this out. And so I've just been kind of looking at her stuff, and then she came out with this blog post. I was like, oh my goodness, because, my mom had given me this one. I had started researching books, but I was like, why didn't I know that she had this? So she's a Charlotte Mason homeschooler, and they schedule their year in terms, 12-week terms. I mean, you can break that down however you want. We have been and will continue with 3 weeks on, 1 week off. It's been a really nice pace for us. That's changed over the years for us, but that's been working for us lately. So that's what I'm going to plan to do this year. But she has the books broken down by term. Another God wink for me, I literally just printed off the blog post. This is just a blog post. This is out there for free. All this goodness. And I have a rising 3rd grader and a rising 5th grader. And you can see the chapter books for term 1 that they're to read are already right there. So I think she mentioned that there might be a reading schedule for all of these books coming. And if there is, that may not be, available for free, but it will be worth it to not have to schedule things out, because this year, part of the reason I chose the other curriculum I'm going to share with you today that I'm going to be using this along with is because I wanted, look, she even has morning time in here. I wanted things to be really laid out for me this year. I've had some health issues, and I need to take a step back and focus on some other areas of our life. And we have a new rental property and we want to get more. And so I need to put my focus a little elsewhere and streamline our homeschool, but not feel like I'm neglecting our homeschool and planning. I had a lot of fun with my unit studies last year with moving beyond the page. I would not trade that experience. It's just that this year I need something a little different. I need short and sweet. That's been working for us. And then plenty of time for my boys to explore their interests as they get older and things. They have different interests that they want to explore. And it's not so easy for me just to create a unit study, but I have taught them how to research. We have, parameters set up for them so they can't just go crazy on the internet, but they can research things on the internet. They know how to look up things in encyclopedias. They know how to, ask me and make requests for different books from the library or for me to order. So I feel confident that they can go off and learn some of the things that we've been doing as unit studies on their own. And that's not to say we won't do any this year, but to say that I am really focused on keeping our lessons short and sweet and consistent. So I kind of paused on this page because not only does she have readers for for you to read aloud to your kids, and for your kids to read, but she has some suggestions for you as the person leading this study. And so I picked up this one that I will be reading. So just a quick flip inside there. So I'm really, really excited about that. So let me flip through these books and I'll keep talking about my thinking about our school year and why I chose what our main curriculum that I ended up choosing. So last year we focused on creativity and curiosity and consistency, and we're going to carry that consistency over this year. And I've added another C word, character. So I really want to focus on my boys and habits and character and consistency and setting them up to be independent, and for just to have more serving hearts. Like I said, had some health issues, and they have been great in stepping up and doing things around the house and taking on more responsibility. And so I think that has been great for us, but I want to continue to work on our habits, like I said, and our character building. And I think short and sweet lessons allow us to be able to do that, to be able to incorporate some more of our outside activities. Sorry, I got kind of lost in that book. So short and sweet lessons will allow us to be able to explore things outside of our homeschool that is still part of our homeschool and part of our education. But just like not here at our table. So explore things outside in the community and things that they want to learn more about. And so that I also think helps to keep us consistent and our skill building and not get overwhelmed and not feel like, we're always behind, because we're just moving. When we're moving at a pace that works for us and we're consistent with that, I feel like we grow. And I don't have that like panic of, oh, we've been doing this and now we need to dive deeply into this in order to catch up. Because we went off and, spent 2 weeks on whatever rabbit trail, which is fine. It's fine. And that has been fun. I just need it to be a little different for us this year. So excited about all of these. So Amber calls these, and I don't know if this is something that she came up with, but I've heard her say it. I think Erica over at My Busy Bees and Me has mentioned it too, but about books being mirrors and windows. So I know that, or I assumed that pretty much any curriculum that I chose was not going to have as many mirrors or representation for my guys as I would like. So I, knew if I wanted to study U.S. history, that whatever we did, I would want to pull in more books. So I was so excited, like I said, to come across Amber's blog posts and all of these beautiful books. I'm pretty sure almost all of these books are at her suggestion. And it's in the blog post for you. And I'll try to link that below. So I'm going to try to go through these a little quicker, but just so you can get a quick look inside. I definitely wish I could have gotten a look inside of all of these books before purchasing. She does mention that some of the books have some pictures that might be, that you might want to kind of screen before sharing with maybe a more sensitive child. And this is not based on age. This is based on your children's sensitivity. I don't think at my 5th grader now, when he was in 3rd grade, that I would have done this with him. But my 3rd grader now, I think he can handle this. I really do. And we're going to keep it, we're going to keep it this is not light, but I'm not going to give them more than I feel like they can handle or need to know right now, because this is going to be, lifelong. I'm still learning things. And I'm glad I didn't know them when I was younger. I probably would not have been able to handle that. We don't teach hate, and we don't teach things that are going to cause them to struggle, deeply. So I don't think that's going to be an issue with these books. I feel like Amber is very intentional about the things that she chooses, but, you still have to know what will work for your kids and what may be too much. And if you think your kids can handle more than what she is sharing, then you can go that route too. So I'm just excited that this is all laid out for me. And the curriculum that I chose, I'm going to share with you in a second. I can't believe that I chose, because I am used to pulling my stuff together and following more of a classical style of homeschooling, because that's the charter school my son was in, and I just felt comfortable with that and I liked it. But I do admire the Charlotte Mason philosophy, and I've just been reading more about it. It was actually one of the first homeschool books that I was given and that I read, and I really like it. I really like it. And so to see some more multicultural families following the method has been very encouraging to me this year. Very encouraging. So I'm so distracted by these illustrations. I hope I'm making sense of what I'm saying. So the curriculum that I chose this year is a boxed curriculum. I wanted things to be streamlined so that I could focus on the consistency and the character building and my health and other business things my husband and I have going on. So, and not to feel guilty about it, honestly. So super excited about what we're going to be doing. So this is, maybe one of the images that might be more sensitive. You might not want to share with a younger child, or maybe they can handle it, but just be aware. And so these books are not just going to live on the shelf. They're going to be put in a separate, they might live on the shelf in a separate basket, not just for the kids to grab out. These are for me to pull out when we are doing lessons. And I don't want them to read ahead anyway. So the new curriculum, the box curriculum that I chose, I didn't think I would choose a box curriculum because I'm used to pulling our stuff together, but I'm very excited that I did. I love how everything is laid out. I love the flexibility that it still offers. And because, your curriculum is a tool. It's not an end all be all. It's a tool. But I never looked at it before. I feel like I've seen a lot of like ads for it lately, and I just was like, just look at it. Just look at it. Don't be like that. And I did. And I'm so excited because I didn't even realize so much of what I'm already using, they use too. So the language arts that they use, what they suggest as a part of it for spelling, for example, is all about spelling. You guys know we already use all about spelling. For handwriting, they suggest learning without tears. We already use learning without tears for handwriting and for keyboarding. For math, one of their recommendations, or that you can get with, if you buy the whole, box curriculum set, is Right Start Math. We already use Right Start Math. I'm like, what? How did I not know this? So that was just kind of comforting to me, right? And then we have used Build Your Library in the past, and I thought we were going to go that route again this semester, but I was concerned about the science portion of it. I wanted something a little heavier. But they are using, well, for the level that I was choosing, I wanted something heavier, but we decided to go a different route with our time period this year. But this curriculum I'm about to share with you in a second, boy, they already have the science kit. So all the little stuff, if you have to buy like cups or little things and you can only get it in a pack of 50 and you only need 2, like I don't like that. And then have to gather everything. I just wanted it to be more streamlined this year. And so it came with the kit. The worksheets are already printed. Everything is already done for me. And that is something I wanted this year, and don't feel bad about it. I am super excited. So, you may have been already, able to guess what it is for me doing all this, chit chatting, but I think, the Heritage Mom Blog Amber's, post was perfect timing for me, and, is going to align so well. This is another one my mom gave me, which we will be talking about Native Americans as well, because my mom is half Native. My grandfather is actually Halawasaponi and Okinichi-Saponi. My grandmother is African American. So my mom is half, and this year we will be learning more about Halawasaponi, the people, and going to the powwow. The boys have been to the powwows in the past, but we didn't go last year. So this year is exciting too, to learn more about us. So I'm excited about that. But okay, what are we using, Sabrina? Stop talking. What are we using? BookShark. Oh my God. I did not think, like, every time I've seen BookShark, I've just been like, I never even looked into it. So to even know that they use a lot of the same things that we're already using just felt like it wouldn't be that big of a shift, except I would have more support. So they give you got to pay for it. And I did. This is not a super cheap curriculum. It's just not. But to me, it was worth it because it's leveled. So I'm using this 8 to 11 level with my 8 and 10-year-old. So, if I had to do this for 2 kids, I don't know. If I'm being honest, I don't know, because it's kind of pricey. But when you start adding everything up, we love books. Books can get expensive. And if you don't want to be playing with the library, which you can, and I have, and it hasn't been that big of a deal, I just don't want to do it this year. I want to have everything. So, yes. So let me just give you okay, they already have it. They already have it right here. So this is like for history, for example. They have the schedule. It's 4-day-a-week schedule. So, this could be Friday, this could be Wednesday, whatever day you don't do school. They leave that open for co-ops, for, other things. I think we're going to do some of the other things I want to make sure we incorporate outside of the core 4. But they have your poetry. And with this level that we're doing for history, we're doing history, or D, we're doing level D. They start incorporating history readers into the language arts. So they're going to mesh really well, which is nice. And it's all scheduled out. I know what pages to read on what day. I mean, the kids may get ahead or behind or whatever, but the point is that this is laid out for me and I'm excited. And then not only do they have this, they have notes for you and what you're going to do. So for your geography, and you get this giant map. Oh my goodness. I tried to open it up. It's really big. So one side it's like the world, and the other side, let's see if I can do it, is the US. So I thought that was very cool. And it even came with the markers, right? So we're just going to use this for geography this year, along with our letters from afar. And I'm just going to try to keep things simple and not try to supplement everything. But I'm going to trust the curriculum this year. And I know that we'll learn and grow. They also have timeline activities. And I mentioned in another video that I wanted to put together like a timeline notebook or find something. And it's already been done. It's already been done for me. So I just opened the box and got really excited and started putting stuff in places. So what did I do with the timeline books? Forgive. Oh, here they are. Okay. So here are the timeline books. So I just ordered the level, like the complete level, because it was cheaper to do it that way for my 5th grader, with my 5th grader in mind. So I got like the leveled up readers, which is just at a faster reading pace. So he will get through, I'll say my 3rd grader will read 8 less books than my 5th grader this year. And that's scheduled out for me too. But the timeline book. So I'm really excited that they have this. And I think my guys are going to really like this. And I don't like to put a lot of stuff up on the walls. So I wanted a book, and I'm glad that they have it. And they even have, I don't see them right now, but stickers. Okay. Yeah. These are it. Stickers that you can put on the timeline, which is really nice. And then, if there's someone else that, maybe we talk about from this stack over here, I can just, print out on sticker paper and we can add it into our timeline book as well. So excited about that. I got one for each of my guys. And so this was just showing you a sample of the week and the notes. You have your read aloud scheduled, your readers, and then hands-on. So this is optional, but I am doing it. But again, they have thought of like everything. So I already opened one of these because I felt like it would be too hard to do it on camera. But the lap books. So everything is in here. They tell you when to do it and what you're going to do with it. But I already opened this one. They send you the tape, the glue, the toothpicks. Everything is already in here. I mean, I'm assuming you're going to need some scissors, but I think we can handle that. So it has everything that you would need to make the lap book. The folder folded just so, everything is ready for you. And I love that. So I got one for each of my boys to be able to do. So yeah, I think that, let's see. And for language arts, and then for the math, the math is already scheduled out within the math curriculum. So I don't think they have guides or instructor guides for the math, which is fine. I actually use Homeschool Planet, and I've already been using Right Start Math, and they have a scheduled curriculum for that. So in my Homeschool Planet planner, that's already scheduled out for me. So I'm cool with that. Yeah. And the activity sheets for the kids, I got them each their own set. So I'm going to go through and make sure that I have everything in a minute, but when I finish this, but very excited about that. So these are just quickly some of the books that we will be using with our history. And I actually already have this one, so, but it'll be fun, like for the boys to each have one and hold one and, you know, read aloud, book club style, or, you know, like a regular classroom, I guess. So I'm excited about these. We actually already have this one too. We were using it last year. Love DK books. So I'll probably pull in our DK Timelines of Black History book as well. And I hope they come out with some other, you know, peoples and heritage timelines like that too. That would be awesome. So really quick, these are the readers and read alouds that we will be doing this year in no particular order. I don't even have them separated out right now by which is a reader for the kids and which is a read aloud that I'll be reading out loud to the kids. So I'm very excited about this. I'm still going. We actually read this one last year, so if they don't want to read that one again, maybe I'll replace it, but I think it'll be fine. It was a quick read. And maybe, you know, they'll have different questions and we can explore it in a different way. Boy, still going. Still going. What in the world? Okay. All right. So these are all the books that we're going to be going through. And that's part of the reason why this curriculum is so expensive, because you have all of this. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I think it's $8.50 for the entire curriculum. And then I got extras for my other kid. So but I'm happy. I'm happy. It was worth it to me. My husband felt good about it. So yes. So that I've shared with you has been, actually, no, let me take this back. That has been history. Everything I've showed you so far is history and language arts readers. So in addition to language arts, like I was saying, they use a lot of the things or recommend a lot of things that we were already using. So I didn't actually order that from BookShark. The instructor's guide for language arts has grammar, it has dictation, it has narration based off the readers, which is awesome, and writing assignments. So I'm going to use this as is for the reading. For writing. Yes, and our reading and narration and dictation and copy work and all of that is already included in the teacher's guides. Now they suggest, like I said, for handwriting, handwriting without tears. And my kids wanted to learn cursive. We started it last year, the year before last, and last year for my rising third grader, but I think we need to go through it together. So we're going to do this together. I got them each one. It was cheaper for me to get this on Amazon. And I already had purchased this on Amazon before I decided to use this. And so, yeah, I just bought this on Amazon. It was like on a Prime Day and they had it on sale. So I got that along with the paper. This is how the writing looks on this paper. And so we've been using this paper pretty much since the beginning. So the kids are used to writing on that. So that will be fun for us to continue to do. And we're going to do that together. We're going to pretty much do everything together except, spelling, because they're on different spelling levels. And so all about spelling is something that they suggested. So finishing this level with my fourth grader, he'll move into level 5. My third grader will be doing level 3 and level 4 next year. And then for vocabulary, they suggest wordly wise, but we're going to stay with word roots. My fourth grader is now doing this. He will move up to 5th grade and do the next level. And then I'll start my third grader with this one for our vocabulary. Right now we are doing Write Shop for writing. I don't know that we will continue it. My kids are really liking it right now, but I think I'm just going to try to keep things simple and as streamlined as possible. because they have everything scheduled out. Like they have the handwriting when you do it scheduled out in these instructor guides. I know they have all about spelling UC scheduled out. I don't know if all about spelling is scheduled out, but it is suggested on their site, and you can get it as an add-on for this curriculum. So I'll have to see about all that. I'm new to this. I really wanted to, I used my own money. I didn't reach out to them. This is not sponsored or anything like that. I wanted to see if this is something that I was going to be excited about, and I have been. And in opening it, I just felt that, yeah, the sense of relief. And so I'm glad that we are going in this route. So that is what we are doing for language arts this year. As far as grammar, it's included in this. I think I'm just going to leave it with that for my 3rd grader, and my 5th grader has really been enjoying Fix-It grammar. So I think we will do that and move away from first language lessons, which is what we've been doing. But we will see. We will see. Now, I'm not promising anything, but for now, I'm going to try to keep it simple with that. Now, so that is history and language arts. And then for math, we're going to continue our Right Start Math. So I just ordered the next level up for my 3rd grader. He's doing level C now. He'll be doing level D. I already had the level D manual, but it was cheaper just to order it together. So I got him his individual, he needed his notebook. So it came with the student worksheets and the teacher guide. So we already have the manipulatives. So that's that. So that's math. And then we'll use teaching textbooks as well. We'll continue with that. And then for science, they already had everything. So quickly, here are the science books. Bam, Magic School Bus. I have this one, but not the updated edition. And I love these Let's Read and Find Out books. Look. I love DK books. I actually have that one. And this one. Super excited. And they had the kit too. They had the kit. Yes, all the stuff I need already in here. So I am happy about that. I mean, look at this. I do not want to go and gather these things. I really don't. In my heart of hearts, I will if I need to. And I do for some of the science things that we do. I don't know that we'll continue doing them this year. We will for the summer, but next year, keeping it simple. Thank you, BookShark. And as I go through, I'll see if it's better for me to order a separate kit for my other kid, or if they can just share this one. Hopefully they can just share this one. But that's it, guys. I know I've been talking for a long time. If you have stayed this long, thank you so much for spending some time with me today. Give this video a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll be back sharing more of our curriculum picks and extracurricular activities for this school year and planning and all that goodness. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.